Hello, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Lickapig. Everything I'm about to say is the words of the quiet atheist, not me. So let's go ahead and jump right into this video. Hello everyone, TQA here, coming at you with another interesting video today. I bring to you guys the actions of a group of Christians in North Carolina. Actions that are disgusting, questionable, and all the above. Now, over the years, we have seen Christians do anything within their ability, and then some, to go after innocent children and rip families apart. This tells us that they'll do anything for their precious Christianity. Their precious fairy tale. What I'm about to share with you guys today is one of the most disgusting tactics, and keep in mind, there are plenty of them. Like I have said so many times before, and what I continue to say, so much for that Christian morality, am I right? Said morality that's far more superior. These delusional people with their ridiculous religion continue to make me laugh. Let's get into the story, and let me know what you guys think about it. The Word of Faith Fellowship, a North Carolina church facing a slew of investigations, is now being accused of kidnapping the children of at least one mother. According to the Associated Press, the church in Spindale, North Carolina, used its relationship with a social worker to take more than a dozen children from their families. As a child advocate, Nancy Burnett was tasked with visiting the church to ensure 2 foster children were safe while a family was working to adopt them. Out of the blue, the pastor pointed to Burnett and accused her of, quote, being wicked. "You are here to cause strife," she recalled Pastor Jane Whaley shouting during a fiery sermon. At that point, she said she felt that the church members converged upon her. Quote, "You don't think these kids are supposed to be here," end quote. I really love sharing this type of shit, guys. These morally superior Christians are willing to spread lies and deceit just so they can have the opportunity to take children away from their families. You know, there is no evidence at all, in any way, shape, or form, that suggests that these people outside these religious circles are causing harm, and there never will be. These Christians want to do everything in their power to keep others occupied, so they won't see the real problem. The Christians themselves, if others were to see what these Christians were really up to, they would probably lose everything, and rightfully so. Christianity, I think, preys on innocent people like this so that they can be put in a position where they will ultimately lose. What is sad is the fact that this isn't being fought against enough. That is why I think Christianity is able to get a footing, unfortunately, in our lives. And it sucks. This morally bankrupt religion is never put in check. Nancy Burnett was just there to check on the children, that's it. These Christians are beginning to make me wonder if they have something to hide. We all know that they do. North Carolina social services laws cite family preservation, so as to prevent unnecessary placement of children away from their families. Yet many children have been taken from their families and put into custody of church members. Thus far, 3 single mothers have come forward to allege a county court clerk bypassed the foster system so the church members were able to obtain custody of their children despite a judge calling this conduct inappropriate. Quote, "What I didn't know was how hard Word of Faith would fight, and the tactics they would use to keep the kids," Burnett said. I want you Christians out there that are doing this to really understand what family preservation means. It's the law, and if you guys cannot respect that, then you deserve to be shut down as far as I am concerned. I am so sick and tired of Christians who think they are above the law when it comes to everyday life. They have to be put in their place when it comes to issues like this, and I hope it happens regarding this situation. If it doesn't happen, they are just going to continue what they are doing, and perhaps it may even get worse. What makes this really disgusting is the fact that these Christians defend their actions like it's something to be admired, like it's something to be proud about. It seems to me that Christianity has its hooks in everything. What makes it even worse is the fact that there are Christian officials in office that make this possible. One mother begged a judge to keep her children in foster care because she was so desperate to keep her children away from what she called the abuse of the church. Each time, The lives of the children came under total control of preacher Jane Whaley and church leaders enforcing her rule. Quote, one thing that is confusing for people in this community is how these children can be so well behaved and so well dressed if things are so bad, end quote. Said John Huddle, who lost his children after he severed ties with this church. Quote, but the clothing can cover the bruises and the smiles can hide the hurt, end quote. Apparently, the law in this country isn't designed to protect children like it's supposed to do. Either that or these Christians have too much power and influence, or both. Either way, all of it must be taken away if concerned parents are going to be ignored regarding this again. We are talking about innocent children's lives here that should be taken seriously. What concerns me is the fact that a lot of Christians are good when it comes to child abuse. When I say good, I mean they are good at hiding it, so no one will find out what they are doing. Are we just going to stand here and do nothing? I'm not. I'm going to spread awareness and do as much as possible to bring attention to a lot of people. It needs to be done. People have to be aware of the barbaric behavior. It is out of control. Keela Blanton was pregnant and fearful she would lose her child if she was incarcerated, so she temporarily signed over custody of her child to World of Faith and Rutherford County Clerk Laura Bridges. According to the document, after her release, it was stipulated that she would take over, quote, full responsibility of the child, end quote. After 2 months, she was out of prison, but Blanton said Bridges and her husband claimed that they loved the boy and wanted to continue to care for him. Blanton ultimately filed child abuse reports in 2012 after saying she saw bruises on her 4-year-old son's face. She alleged that the boy seemed anxious. A clinical assessment concluded her boy showed, quote, signs of being coerced and brainwashed, end quote. Guys, before I finish out this video, I want you all to know that there is a lot more information in this article, and I think everyone would be interested in it. The link to this article will be in the description as well. There will also be a video in the description that talks about what is going on. It's important, and I think you guys should watch it. Anyways, we live in a time where a lot of Christians are going to start getting desperate. They know that their religion is dying, and they are going to try anything under the sun to get what they want, even if that means brainwashing and abusing children. It's what they do. Children have so much to look forward to, and the last thing they need is for someone trying to brainwash them with a fairy tale. Education and awareness is a must. Christianity must not be allowed to prey on the unfortunate, or to take advantage of people who need help to better their own lives. So many Christians out there have lost their humanity. Then again, that is what Christianity is all about, losing one's humanity.
You